enough. They was just in my DMs, ain't no trust in these sluts. I'm about to call up Diamond, bitch. No, if you linking up, I'm like, what in the fuck? If you scared, then just say that whole enough is enough.
Say that today was one of them motherfucking days. Because guess what? I wanted to record content for y'all today. I swear on me I did. But I messed around and... Hold on. There you go. I messed around and I left my camera at home because today was... I was all over the place. So let me just give y'all a recap. So y'all know I was telling y'all in the previous video that y'all gonna get before this one, which I ain't even edited that one yet, but I'm gonna edit it, that I went to the bank and I've been getting back and forth with the banks about creating me an account from when somebody stole my identity. However, I was able to get one solution resolved today. So at first I didn't get it resolved, but they ended up calling me later on today, letting me know, hey, you are more than welcome. We're going to go ahead and process everything with your account because apparently somebody who stole my identity had an account with them before and it was not me. So they was able to verify that it was not me because a lot of information that they had gave them in that previous account opening didn't match who I am. Incorrect spelling of the name, address, driver's license number, none of that stuff matched, which I'm not even sure how they was able to even go through the system with creating the account, but they let them do it anyway. I went from doing that to me ending up all the way in South Carolina because today I went to South Carolina and I purchased Maurice some shoes, which I'm going to insert this clip right here. Alright, y'all, it's your girl Danielle. We back with another video. So I am currently in Columbia, South Carolina, and I came out of the house to initially stay in Charlotte, but I end up in South Carolina. I came to take Maurice to buy him some shoes because he always getting on my nerves. But I feel like kids should have shoes. Like, I know the severity of me liking shoes, so I feel like it's important that he gets some shoes, if that makes sense. Even though school just started back when? August. So technically speaking, he just got shoes, but I'm decided to take him. You need a damn haircut.
Yeah. I could buy my own haircut.
Oh. So he talking like he got money.
I got money on Cash App.
Oh, you got money, honey?
I can buy clothes and stuff.
So who let you?
We went to the mall. I had bought some stack jeans.
So who let you buy clothes?
Dad, he says your money, so you spend it how you want to spend it.
I think that's important if he let you buy your own clothes. But so I think we're gonna go to Foot Locker. We can't take too long because he got football practice today. And so I really came here to handle some other business, but of course I gotta take him now. So I'm gonna turn my camera back on when we get to Foot Locker. Alright, so we back. So with that being said, I always buy Maurice shoes because I know Maurice is a shoe head and I'm a shoe head myself, and I try to buy him shoes more frequently, if that makes sense, versus making him wait months to get shoes. I know school just went back in August and I bought him some shoes, which I don't choose Maurice shoes. I let him pick out his own shoes because I feel like Maurice is old enough to pick out what it is that he wants for himself. Because I realize that as parents, people always buy their children what they want them to have, but I just allow myself to let him buy what he want to have. So I don't purchase anything for him. I take him and I let him get it. Now when it comes down to his clothes, I let his daddy deal with that because that's not something for me. And today I realized picking out his shoes was not for me because why we stayed in the store over the time frame. So I must go ahead and say, in a previous vlog, y'all got me telling y'all that I was breaking up with Vaughn. Yes, I broke up with Vaughn. However, upon me analyzing the situation and me being a person who I always overthink situations, me and Vaughn had a long talk. And honestly, y'all, I realized that I think I run from Vaughn because Vaughn show up soft. Vaughn show up gentle. Vaughn show up. If I'm going to have a tantrum, he going to let me live in that tantrum and he gonna be quiet. And I think that's my problem because I'm not used to somebody, you know, allowing or creating that space for me. And it's like, but I also have to take full accountability because I can honestly tell y'all that this dating shit is new for me. I will say I have to take accountability, and I could have been wrong on my behalf also because I can't just pin it all on him because I said Vaughn don't know how to communicate. And sometimes, true indeed, people don't know how to communicate, but I feel like my communication could have been a little bit better in this situation. Also, just due to the fact that I didn't take into consideration that that man got shit going on too. And I really don't want to go into personal details as to what he have going on, but trust and believe it's enough to make you frustrated. And we had a talk about it today, and he was telling me, you know, like sometimes I just need my space. It's not nothing that you did, but sometimes I just need that space to where I can just clear my own head. And instead of me catching on to that, I jumped to conclusions and gave it what I wanted to give it versus me analyzing the situation for what it was, that, hey, I got shit going on, because that's how I am. Sometimes I get to a point, I don't want to socialize with people. I don't even want to be bothered half of the time just because life be lifing. And it ain't nothing like that. It's just that sometimes you could be overwhelmed or discouraged when things don't go how you expect for them to go. And that's his personal business, so we're not even going to get into what the situation is at hand, because I feel like if he want to talk about it, he'll talk about it. It's not nothing crazy like that, but the situation itself is frustrating. So we had to talk about it, and we both, you know, was able to say, I apologize for how I made you feel. I could have communicated better in that situation, but I didn't, and this is why we're here. Like I said, once again, I'm big on taking accountability, because when I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. And if I don't see it right then, and I can go back and I can analyze where I went wrong at, I'm going to correct it, because I don't want to live in a space of calling you out for something that you did or how you made me feel, but I'm not taking accountability for what I did. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be that. So, not just today, like, I've talked to him before today, you know what I'm saying? And we hashed it out, or where we understood where the miscommunication came in. It's just that today I kind of like went back and I wanted to know, okay, so was this the reason why you reacted to a situation the way you reacted to it? Was this the reason? Just because, y'all, people don't realize how important it is to learn a person's triggers, so that way you don't have to relive moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm big on learning people triggers or things that bother you, so that we don't never have to go through that, so I can avoid giving you the same things that you may have encountered when it come down to triggers. Now, I went to Culver's. So yeah, so like I said, we had a talk today, and that kind of made me feel better about it, and I'm okay. Like, I feel like, you know, I love Vaughn. I love Vaughn because Vaughn is really a vibe. Like, I'm always in a good mood when we round each other, but what I realize is that I feel like Vaughn is supposed to be with me 90% of the time, and it don't work like that. Like, people have a life, and I realize, like, you gotta let a man be a man sometimes. Like, I just feel like he's supposed to be with me all the time, and that's not always the case. Like, I gotta realize that the time has to be evenly given. It's okay to spend time with me too, and it's okay for me to also allow him to do what he want to do. And I just feel like I have more time on my hand than he do, and that's why I can be real selfish when it come down to that. I can admit that I can be selfish when it come down to that time now. So I did purchase me a pair of shoes today. I also purchased Vaughn a pair of shoes today also. I don't know if I been wanted these shoes, and these ain't even the ones that I actually wanted. It's something similar to the ones I wanted, but they not exactly the ones I wanted, only because I wanted the other ones that don't have no white on them, but I end up getting these because these what they had. So I couldn't buy Maurice no shoes without buying me no fucking shoes. So these are the shoes, y'all. So these are the shoes that I decided to get myself. I got these. And I also bought Vaughn some shoes. But let me tell y'all the trick to Vaughn's shoes. I bought Vaughn what Vaughn wanted. I listened to Vaughn. Vaughn likes sneakers too. So, like I said, I got these because these are what? These similar to the shoes that I had initially wanted. I just couldn't get the ones that I originally wanted because they never had my size. And y'all know I got a small foot. So those are what I bought myself. And then I bought Vaughn these. Because Vaughn been talking about these shoes and he just never bought them. And that's not ad. This is what he asked for. I didn't choose these for him. This is what he say he wanted, okay? So I bought him some, he wanted some Black Forces. Don't know why he wanted them. They call these something else where Vaughn from, but they call these something else. I don't know what they call. But this is what he wanted, and this is what I purchased for him. I don't know why he wanted these, because I don't even think people really wear these no more. And honestly, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I love me a fresh pair of whites. Now that black, I don't know about that black, but a fresh pair of whites, love them. I need a pair right now. That's what I should have been getting, because majority of my shoes has color in them. I do not own a pair of all white shoes. Like, I'm gonna have to buy me some all whites too. I don't even remember how much I paid for these shoes, honestly. I'm gonna have to go look. I don't know how much I paid for these. They had to be like $100 though, cause yeah, they had to be 100 and something, cause my shoes didn't cost that much. They had to be like $100 and something. And Maurice got some Jordans, y'all. So once again, I let Maurice pick out his own shoes. I don't force him into coerce him into buying something that I want. I let him pick out his own stuff. So if he see fit to buy whatever it is he decided to get, it's because he chose that and not me. And so with that being said, y'all, that's what my day consisted of. And once again, I don't want to hold y'all too long, because I know I could have took my camera with me, and something told me to take it with me today, because I've been all over the place. I went more places than that. That's just all I want to. I'm trying to keep the video short. But with that being said, y'all, I'm going to catch y'all in the next video, okay?